Well, I am back in black. Black album, Jay-Z. Long requested, long overdue. Honestly, in my opinion. Long overdue. It's been a while. What was the last Jay-Z album? Fuck. Probably 444? That's been a minute. Yeah. I guess that's all there is to say about that. From what I understand with this album, Jay-Z at the top of his game, and apparently he approached this album as if it was his final album. Gonna retire after this. From what I understand, he also made a comeback after this and all that. Whatever. In terms of approaching an album as a final album, I think that's great. And I'm pretty sure J. Cole is going through that right now. He's going to do one more album. It's his final album. It seems like he's really, from the little blips I see online about J. Cole and what he's doing, he's really just kind of like enjoying what has been his career and reminiscing on it and doing some neat stuff with that. But I think it's important for musical artists, if you care about your legacy, if you care about the body of work you leave behind, you have to draw an end. Now, he came out of retirement, whatever. Just this concept of this is going to be my last one. And if it turns out to be, it's not, whatever, but approaching an album that way, I think it's huge. I really, really, really hope Tool, one of my favorite bands, I hope they do that. They take forever to put out albums. They just spend so much time working on stuff. I really hope they approach a final album and go, this is it. This is the last one. I think every artist should consider that idea. Just to put a bow on it, like how do I want to wrap up this career? Yeah, so really I just want to talk about that idea. I think it's huge. Too often it doesn't happen. The groups break up. People fall off, people fade out. They just, they get fucking wrapped up in other shit. Like they're not able to complete their career, Anyway, I am not going to do music videos on this one. I was told that on YouTube, there's this cool like mini documentary on the making of the Black Album. It's like 22, 23 minutes, something like that. So I'm going to watch that instead. Not going to worry about the music videos. Gonna go ahead and watch the documentary. That'll be Patreon only. Patreon's $2. No ads, no cuts, MP3 format if you want to just listen. You can get on the old Discord if you want. I'm not on Discord anymore, but you can get on there if you want to screw around on Discord. What do we got? We got 14 tracks, 55 minutes. Off to a good start there. This is apparently a big Jay-Z album. 99 Problems I am aware of. I don't know if I've ever heard it top to bottom. I don't remember the beat. I remember like the chorus, if this or that and the other, I feel for you, son, but I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. That's about the extent of my knowledge to that song. But let's jump in. Track one's called Interlude. I did go through, I was looking at some of the producers and I was like, oh, Kanye's on here, Pharrell Williams is on here, Timbaland's on here. Like there's all kinds of like different producers and stuff, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, dropping into Jay-Z's The Black Album, his retirement album. First time listening to it. Finally getting back to more Jay-Z. Track one, Interlude. I'll probably let it roll right into track two, which is December 4th. I think Just Blaze is producing both of those. And yeah, here we go. Looking forward to hearing more Jay-Z, man. I've always kind of enjoyed his vocal style, his delivery.
The other night when I was researching what we were going to be discussing today, I came across a passage that I think really exemplifies what the young brother next to me was just talking about. And that all things must come to an end.
All things must come to an end.
Part of the cycle of existence. A new life will begin for each one of them as they stand as a monument to the one that came before.
I'm gonna pause real quick before the transition. My wife does a lot of gardening, and we have California poppies in the front yard. They're just cool, like little orange, flowers. And because she's done so much in the front yard, and the breeze blows a certain way, the whole fence line to the house next to us is lined with poppies now. So every spring it just turns into a bunch of orange flowers, which is really fucking cool, honestly. It's kind of neat to just see that happen in such a like on such a micro scale right in front of our own house. Anyway, just fun little side story there. All things coming to an end. Yep, legacy passing down. All right, here we go. Run a roll into track 2, which is December 4th. Oh, yeah.
Sean Carter was born December 4th, weighing in at 10 pounds, 8 ounces. He was
10
the last of my
pounds.
4 children, the only one who didn't give me any pain when I gave birth to him. And that's how I knew that he was a special
Oh,
child.
no kidding. Huh.
Hi, baby. What's wrong?
Oh, wow.
You look like you lost your best friend.
I gotta turn it up.
Tell me.
I gotta turn
Is
it
it
up.
something that I've done again? Look like you lost your best friend.
They say they never really miss you till you dead or you gone. So on that note, I'm leaving after the song. So you ain't gotta feel no way about Jay so long.
Huh.
At least let me tell you why I'm this way. Hold on. I was conceived by Gloria Carter and Agnes Reeves, who made love under the sycamore tree, which makes me a more sicker MC. And my mama would claim at 10 pounds when I was born, I didn't give her no pain. Although through the years, I gave her fair share. I gave her first real scare. I made it for birth when I got here.
At 4, he taught himself how to ride a bike. A 2-wheel at that. Isn't that special?
Huh.
But I noticed a change in him when me and my husband broke up.
Now all the teachers couldn't reach me and my mama couldn't beat me hard enough
Good
to match
beat.
the pain of my pop not seeing me. So with that disdain in my membrane, got on my pimp game, fuck the world, my defense came. Then the Haven introduced me to the game. Spanish Jose introduced me to Kane. I'm a hustler now. My gear is in and I'm in the in crowd. And all the way we
Love
like
the
spin
beat.
girls
Love
loving
the
me
beat.
now. My self-esteem went through the roof, man. I got my swag. Got a vocal from this girl when the man got back. Yeah, you in the drop, you so easy to touch. No 2 days are alike, except the first and 15 pretty much. And trust is a word you seldom hear from us. Hustlers,
This is
we don't
badass.
sleep, we rest one eye up. And the drought can define a man when the well dries up. You learn the worth of water without work, you thirst till you die. Yep. And niggas get tied up for product, and little brothers ring fingers get cut up to show mothers they really got them. Maybe you love me when I fade to black.
Interesting.
If you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack. Maybe you love me when I fade to black.
And of course, it's gonna fade
If you
out.
can't
Yeah, sure,
respect that,
sure,
your whole
sure, sure.
perspective is whack. Maybe you love me when I fade to black. If you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack. Maybe you love me when I fade.
I feel like the song is extremely relevant today. When did this come out? This was 2003, so this is over 20 years old. What a banger of a beat, too. I love that part. That's just great. Oh, shit. This is great. I like, too, this ending, sitting with the beat for another 30 seconds or so. After everything that Jay-Z has said, you're kind of left to just think about it for a little bit. Left to think about it. Rather than the song just ends. Yeah, that was great. That was great. If you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack. Maybe you'll love me when I fade to black. It's nobody's fault. I made the decisions I made. This is the life I chose, or rather, life chose me. It's odd these days. You know, this is 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, and social media was coming on the scene. It was starting to exist. Facebook was around then. AOL had been around for a while. It was starting. You know, I don't know if Twitter existed yet. It may have. It may have been very, very early Twitter. But there's so much like just hand-wringing and arguing and debating over if you listen to an artist, then you support what they did. And I don't fucking get that. I don't get that. I find it's really odd with the Kanye stans to me, because the Kanye stans are the first one to scream, you have to separate the art from the artist. Even though they always drag Kanye's life into every single album, right? To tell everybody, okay, this is what's going on. But then at the same time, they say you got to separate the art from the artist, but then they'll like bend over backwards trying to defend everything the artist is doing, when really you could just fucking ignore him completely and just go listen to the music. and thereby separate the art from the artist. Like I don't understand that. That's a whole thing I don't get. The people that are just diehard will always follow Kanye no matter what he fucking does. But more in a general sense, like, oh well, this artist is terrible because they did that, and that artist is terrible because they did that, and if you listen to them, then you support. And it's like, y'all, they're all pretty much like, they've all done some awful shit at one point or another. It is very, very rare to come across anybody who is like ultra famous, ultra wealthy, and has just been like a nice, kind, mild person. Not fucking likely. It is very unlikely. So I don't understand this weird, like, I don't know if it's a virtue signaling thing or if it's a judgmental thing. And I've had it happen to me, specifically the album Ugly by Slow Tie. Excellent album. Until I found out he was on trial for rape, which recently he was found not guilty or it was dismissed or something like that. And some of the news that came out about that, like what went down was not great. It was not great. But because of those charges, it made listening to that specific album a little too hard. Like, this ain't just music. You know, he's saying something that probably happened. So it makes it a little too real. Sometimes with the gangster rap shit, it's a little too real. You know, people getting killed and all this crazy shit. But just the general idea of, well, I don't listen to that person because, 7 years ago they said something awful. If that's the standard you're going to create for yourself, you're just going to have a horrible time trying to enjoy any form of media. Music, movies, whatever. Like, good luck. Good luck. Cool track. December 4th. Cool track. I like this. I really appreciate him kind of touching on this whole how much it fucked him up that his dad left, and it I don't know why do I appreciate that? I think maybe just because he addresses it. I think that's something that people try to downplay, maybe not. I don't know. I'm kind of talking out my ass right here. I've gotten some messages, some very incredible messages from people who they don't have their dad, and they've said some very, very, very kind things. Fathers are important. Not having a father is very... it's not good. Kids need fathers. Kids need mothers. Kids need parents. Kids need parents. And honestly, if it's two fathers and two mothers, that doesn't bother me at all either. I think the importance is two. You get different personalities. You get different mindsets. You get to just kind of bounce off of different people when there's two. I think it helps. And then with the parents too, it helps because sometimes you've had a shitty day and your partner can hey, I got this. Like the kid's acting up, whatever. You can kind of cover for each other. It's important, man. It's important. So I like that he touched on that. I like that he is open about it. A quick just little summary of his life. Interesting little summary. I like that he touches on the paranoia. Like, I gotta get out of this fucking gangster shit, this cocaine shit. I gotta get out of this. I like this whole bit. His mom talking about driving his sisters and brothers nuts. The boombox and the rapping all night. But that was my way to keep him close to me and out of trouble. Fucking A. Fucking A. Okay, I know I'm not really hitting specific lyrics, really just enjoying the overall theme of that track. Kind of all over the place mentally. Let's move on to track 3. It's called What More Can I Say? Producer is the Buchanans. I feel like I should know them, but for some reason it's not clicking in my brain. Anyway, let's drop in. Track 3, What More Can I Say?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Gladiator.
Is this not why you are here?
Turn the music up, turn me down.
Turn me down.
Cool. Let's go get him again. This time is for the money, my nigga. Brooklyn, stand up. Never been a nigga this good, but this long, this good, or this hot, this hot, or this strong, with so many different
like,
flows.
just overflowing with victory. That beat.
This one will get bit up, these fucks. too lazy to make up shit. They crazy, they don't paint pictures, they just trace me. You know what? Soon they forget where they pluck. They whole style from then try to reverse the outcome. I'm like, I'm not a biter, I'm a writer for myself and others. I say a big verse, I'm only bigging up my brother.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Total victory lap type sound right now. I love that. Dun, 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 dun. Like good hard hits on that. I like that. It's like a pronunciation.
What more can I say to you? Young H.O. pitched the yay faithful. Even if they patrol, I make payroll. Ben's paid for.
Yeah, this is a great beat, man. Really like just punching that fucking ass.
Chris caseloads, I don't give a shit. Nigga, one life to live. I can't let a day go by without me being fly, fresh to death. Head to toe to the day I rest. And I don't wear jerseys, I'm 30 plus. Give me a crisp pair of jeans, nigga, button ups. S-dots on my feet, make my cycle complete. What more can I say, Google? Play the beat.
I really, I don't know why, but that shit tickled the hell out of me. This whole I can't let a day go by without me being fly fresh to death. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that. Fresh to death. Head to toe till the day I rest. That's good. That's good. Sometimes I really have, I always struggle with this, right? This idea of spending all your money on clothes and this and that. And then sometimes they'll say it in a certain way. There'll be a delivery, a style, a phrase, whatever, of just, I don't know when it's all going to fucking come to an end. So fuck it. I've only got one life to live. Just go for it. Just go for it. And I understand that, and I agree with it on like a conceptual level. But I think maybe it's just because I've never really had a lot of money. And so the idea of spending it all on things I don't really need is just like completely counter to the way my brain is wired. I mean, I grew up poor. We did not have a lot of money. I got to do stuff. My dad was very clever with money, and we would spend it on things that let us do stuff, but did not have things. And my life was, in my opinion, pretty fucking good without it. You know, I was much more interested in the hiking and the skiing on the super cheap ski days, and, you know, buying a used dirt bike and used gear and going riding it. Like, that shit was so much better to me than having just nice things. Living in a single wide trailer. I remember living in a single wide trailer next to the train tracks, like fucking 200 feet away from the train tracks or whatever. Yeah, all that shit, man. Yeah. Let's keep going. I'm just really enjoying the fucking energy here. So I don't really want to like bog it down by talking about lyrics. Let's keep rolling. Get to the end. Then we'll kind of glance at some lyrics here. It's just definitely fucking victory. It's fantastic how it's being portrayed.
We gonna let this ride into the hook. I'm gonna snap my fingers on this. What more can I say?
I'm gonna snap my fingers on
Get my grown man on. Let's go.
Yeah, it's fucking
Now
bad.
you know your ass is Willie when they got you in the mag for like half a Billy, and your ass ain't Lily White. That mean that shit you write must be illy. Either that or your flow is silly. It's both. I don't mean to boast, but damn if I don't brag, them crackers gon' act like I ain't on the ass. The Martha Stewart that's far from Jewish, far from a Harvard student, just had the balls to do it. A CEO's mind, that marketing plan was me, and no, I ain't get shot up a whole bunch of times. Or make up shit in a whole bunch of lines. And I ain't animated like say a Busta Rhyme. With the real shit you get when you bust down my lines. Add that to the fact I went plat a bunch of times. Times that by my influence on pop culture, I supposed to be #1 on everybody list. We'll see what happens when I no longer exist. Fuck this.
They punch it out one more time. That's great. I want to click this final bit. So I'll read the whole annotation. At this point in time, Jay was indisputably considered one of, if not the best. In Eminem's 2002 track, Till I Collapse, he ranks Jay at #2 when he says, I got a list here. Here's the order of my list that's in it. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie. Andre from Outkast, Jada, Corrupt, Nas, and then me. The last two lines are continuation of the first four lines. Yeah, they never miss till you're gone. Sure, the last line, same track, you say it's me, you love me when I fade. Sure. Basically, I was trying to look at, I was hoping there would be something about, why was he retiring? Why was this his final album? Why is he saying, fuck this, and walking away? It could be something as simple as, let's go out while I'm on top, which I totally agree with. I hate it when people hit their peak and then descend and descend and descend and then like keep struggling and then just like, oh, you ruined it, man. You ruined it. Like some of these fucking athletes that like retire and then, oh, I'm going to come back. It so rarely goes well. There was a bit, what was it? I wanted to touch on because I really liked what he said. God forgive me for my brash delivery, but I remember vividly what these streets did to me. And I love that because the energy of this track is so much just fucking the champion standing on top of the mountain and the trumpets are playing and the lights are on and the fans are cheering. Like that kind of a style, that kind of an energy. And usually, when people get all braggy, I'm not too into it. This is a little different because it's not like he's not this. I can't really like explain why or how, but in this one, I don't feel like he's trying to convince me of anything. And the bragging that never clicks for me is when it feels like this person's telling me over and over and over again how much money they got and all the bitches and all the cars. And it's like, the more you try to convince me of how awesome you are, the less I believe you, because if you were actually awesome, you wouldn't have to convince me because it's already true. And so this has a feel of, I am the champion. I didn't got to say shit to anybody. And then that section, God forgive me for my brash delivery, but I remember vividly what these streets did to me. It's less bragging and more just straight up fucking celebration. Like, holy shit, I made it. And not only did I survive, but I made it to the top. Like that's a victory. That's a win, So it's more of holding up the trophy after having gone so far for so long. Finally, I got the trophy. That kind of a feel, rather than just straight up bragging. Huh. It's funny. It's funny seeing like Trump International in here. Like his, I'm assuming that's got to be his hotel. Martha Stewart being mentioned. Oh, it's funny, man. 20 years ago. Things were very different. 20 years ago. Cool track. Great style. Great energy. I'm not a biter. I'm a writer for myself and others. I say a big verse. I'm only bigging up my brother. Bigging up my borough. I'm big enough to do it. I'm that thorough. Plus, I know my own flow is foolish. So them rings and things you sing about, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. I'm in new sneakers, dual seaters, few divas. Huh. All right. Well, we're off to a great start on his retirement album. Let's go to track 4, which is called Encore, produced by Kanye West, and he's the only producer listed. Let's drop into track 4, Encore. The name of this song sounds familiar. Is familiar. But I don't... Let's see if I've heard it. Here we go. Track 4.
Thank you. Far too kind.
Oh, wow. Weird little like...
Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll. Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me,
Have I
there
heard
should be
this
no
before?
more. So for one last time, nigga, make some noise. Who you know fresher than whole? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lyrically at. Can't none of y'all mirror me back. Yeah, hear me rap, it's like hand G rapping his prime. I'm young H.O., raps Grateful Dead.
Raps
Take
Grateful
over the
Dead.
globe, now break bread. I'm in Boeing Jets, Global Express. Out the country, but the blueberries still connect. On the low, but the yacht got a triple deck. But when you young, what the fuck you expect? Yep. Grand opening, grand
Oh
closing.
my God.
Goddamn your manhole, crack the can open again. Who you gonna find open in him with no pen? Just draw off inspiration. Who you gonna see you can't replace him with cheap imitations from these generations? Can I get an encore? Do you want more?
I pause it right here just because this is like the third or fourth time he's really hit this note of soon you're going to see you can't replace him. And basically this whole so far, I mean, it's this retirement album, victory album, whatever you want to call it. It has had this energy of champion and on the top and all this other stuff, but at the same time, there's this little thorn in the side, and it's this, you'll see, like, it seems to bug him that there are still people who don't agree that he's the best. It's just, it's not a huge deal, but it's just this little poke in the side. Just these motherfuckers don't realize how good I am, and it's kind of pissing me off. Like the fact that it's just been dropped in here and here and here, just little placements, is fascinating to me. Fascinating. All right, let's keep going. It's just neat that it's sticking out a little bit.
So motherfucker, if you want this encore, I need you to scream to your lungs,
It's start time. This
Oh,
man
wow.
is mean. He's killing all y'all jive turkeys. Y'all want more than Jigga Man. Well, if y'all want more than Jigga Man, then I need y'all to help me bring him back to the stage.
I like the way this one feels. It's so motherfucking soulful, man.
He's just going off. Like, this is absolute celebration, victory lap, for sure.
It's the victory lap, and I'm leaving. That's how you get me back. After a year, them 16s is 1.2. So that's 2.4, and I'm only doing 2. You want in the game attention, new dudes, I can get you BET and TRL too. You want to be in the public, send your budget.
TRL, oh my
Well,
God.
fuck it. I ain't budging.
What the hell are you waiting for?
Interesting still, though. Just this, what the hell are you waiting for? Scream for me. Interesting. This just sub-layer. Love this piano outro. Good play out here. You know, the crowd noise here, it makes me wonder. You know, I'll rant and rave about athletes that ruin their careers by not knowing when to quit. But at the same time, I have a lot of sympathy for him because, especially with athletes, especially with professional athletes, you know, who probably started in high school and went through college. And then obviously if you're successful in the pros, you play for 10, 15 years, something like that, right? So that's like 20, 25, 30 years. Your whole life has been that. And I can only assume walking away from that is really, really hard. Really hard. So with these little bits about, you know, what the hell are you waiting for? You know, scream for me if you want an encore. You're going to find out what it's like when I'm gone. You know, I'm now starting to wonder if it's more just Jay-Z wrestling with his own longing to want to keep doing this. Like, I wonder how difficult of a decision it was. Obviously, it was very difficult because he came back out of retirement after releasing this album. But really, I'm just trying to get a sense of, you know, how would that feel? That's got to be hard to walk away from, especially when it comes to tours and fans and going to different cities and all this attention, all this money. And you're not just walking away from music. You're walking away from an entire lifestyle. That's got to be very hard. Very hard. You know, there was a point in my life when I was in high school and I was kind of in with the wrong crowd and it wasn't working out. And I basically just had to abandon my entire friend group. And that was not easy. Especially in high school, right? They kind of like locked in with everybody. But how trivial is that compared to the idea of walking away from world tours and fucking, you know, magazine covers. I mean, just everything. There was some stuff. There was some stuff I wanted to touch on. I know I haven't really hit the lyrics a lot. I've really just kind of been enjoying the energy of the album and trying not to step on that too much. Plus, I mean, honestly, Jay-Z, I like what he's doing with his rhymings and stuff. he doesn't write. I know he doesn't like write these down. I can kind of tell. It's been a while since I've listened to Jay-Z, and it's been a while since I've sat with his lyrics. And so in that time, I've listened to a lot of other people and just music in general, and I can tell that he doesn't write, that this is essentially kind of somewhat off the cuff, not necessarily freestyle, but it's not written out beforehand. It's funny because I've got another Doom reaction sitting in the vault right now, and I love the way he writes. That guy's amazing, man. I totally fucking forgot what I was talking about. There we go. I saw, I conquered. From record sales to sold out concerts. Maybe this is part of it too. Like, especially if you have this idea of a businessman, which Jay-Z was very much in that lane of, if there's any debate over who's the best, it's like, how can there be an argument? Like in his mind, how can there be an argument over who's the best when I've got all these sales and I've got all these shows that I've sold out? Like, number wise, like I've crushed it number wise. How could there be any debate? Here's the victory like that I'm leaving. That's how you get me. Oh yeah, this was what I wanted to look at. After a year of them 16s, it's 1.2. What is this all about? Oh, the correct lyrics are here. Then I'm leaving. That's how you get me after 16s, 1.2, and that's 2.4. And I'm only doing 2. Following the preceding line, Jay is detailing how to get him back from retirement. If you want Jay-Z feature, it'll cost you. Oh, after 1 year of retirement, one verse, 16 bars will cost you 1.2 million. And actually, you'll have to pay him 2.4 because he's only doing 2 verses, no more, no less. Okay. Jesus Christ. That's insane. That's insane. It makes me think of the time when somebody they broke down how much Tiger Woods made in a year, and then how much golf he played in that year. And they did the math to find out like every golf swing was like however much money. I don't remember the money, but it was like, Jesus Christ. This dude's making like 20 grand a fucking swing or something like that every time he moves a fucking golf club. I can get you BET and TRL, Total Request Live on MTV with Carson Daly. I remember that shit. I hated it because I never played metal, fuckers. I'm not bitter about it though. I'm not upset. It's fine. I've totally let it go. I totally don't harbor hate for that 25 years later. No, of course not. All right, let's move on to track 5. Change Clothes. It's got Pharrell Williams and the Neptunes producing, which is Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo. Dropping in track 5. Change Clothes. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I know y'all miss the bounce. You need to bounce for the sexy, you know?
You need to bounce for the sexy.
Yeah, ma, your dude is back. The Maybach roof is back. Tell the whole world the truth is back. You ain't gotta argue about who can rap, cause the proof is back. Just go through my raps. New York. Yeah, where my troopers at? Where my hustlers? Where my boosters at?
Where my
I don't care
boosters?
what you do for stacks. I know the world glued your back to the wall. You gotta brawl, do that. I've been through that. Been shot at, shoot back. Gotta keep a peace like a boot ass. I ain't a New Jack. Nobody gon' Wesley Snipe.
New Jack City. I see that movie.
Back. Or you can come by yourself and you can stand them. Best believe I sweat out weaves. Give afro puffs like R-A-G-E. Hard you get if you could move it. Back it on up like a U-Haul truck. Then run and tell them ducks you heard Hobie new shit.
I like the production on this and how, because the first 3 songs have been very triumphant, victory, champions. I like that we've cleared that out a bit. Right? This is a good place for this track where it's just, all right, we're gonna dial it down a little bit, have a nice clean, light, not less energy, but just clear out some of this sound. Let's have a little bit of space. And that goes well with what he had just said, something about, the more space I get, the better I write. Oh, never I write, but if I ever write, I need the space to say whatever I like. So musically, we've got a little bit of space here. It's a little bit opened up. And it's just chill. Still has this great light vibe going on. My feet, I'm just all doing this with my feet, right? But it's just not so blaring. Not that the other tracks are a problem, but it's just a little less, which is perfect right now.
The boy for real make beautiful music. He is to the East Coast with Snoop is, to the West Coast with faces to Houston. Young Hov in the house, that's so necessary. No bra with that blouse, that's so necessary. No panties and jeans, that's so necessary. Now why you frontin' on me? Is that necessary? Do I? To you look like a lame who don't understand a bra with a mean shoe game. Who's up on that and Vera Wang? My, are you insane? That's just
What you want me to do?
change clothes.
Change clothes. What do you want me to do? Change clothes.
You know I stay fresh to death, aborted from the projects, and I'ma take you to the top of the class. Let's go. Exchange now. And y'all niggas acting way too tough. Throw on a suit, get it, tape it up, and let's just change.
You're acting way too tough. Throw on a suit, get it tapered up. Put on a shirt, at least a button up, as Mr. Doom would say.
And girl, I promise you, no substitute.
Just me.
Sexy, sexy.
Yeah, good little jam, man. Good little jam.
Yeah.
Sexy, sexy.
Turn your radio up.
And good placement for it, too, in the album.
Sexy, sexy.
Put your hands in there if you're in the club. Snap your fingers now.
I've always felt like Jay-Z has a great woo. His woos are just fucking very much like, I feel like I've never heard anybody else crack off a woo like Jay-Z does. It's got like a great like spring to it. Woo! I can't even come closer to it. I know that's like an odd thing to focus on, but I don't know. I really like the way he cracks off his woos. Good track. Good track. Maybach Coupe is back. Tell the whole world the truth is back. Ain't gotta argue about who can rap. See here again, this little thorn in his side about the debate. Who's the best? It bugs him. It bugs him just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot. He's not whining about it. He's not pounding it to death. But he does mention it. It's just in his mind. In his mind. You ain't gotta argue about who can rap because the proof is back. Just go through my raps. Where's my hustlers, my boosters at? I don't care what you do for stacks. I know the world glued your back to the wall. You gotta brawl. Do that. Yeah. That's one thing that really annoys me about the hardcore Second Amendment people. You know, gun rights and all that shit. I'm fairly pro-gun for the most part. But there is an irony. Irony is being super fucking generous on my part. The hypocrisy is more what it is of, well, we can't let the criminals have guns. It's like, well, sure, I agree with that on a conceptual level. But if the idea of the Second Amendment is self-protection, the people who are being shot at, of all the people, probably need a gun the most to protect themselves from the people being shot at out in the street. And I know that's a whole thing, right? Like, yeah, we shouldn't let, well, whatever. I don't know. It's just odd to me. If we care about gun rights as a form of self-protection, it is odd to me to say, well, yeah, but the people who are being shot at, they can't have guns. Okay. I mean, ideally, nobody gets shot at, right? That's the ideal scenario. And ideally, nobody has to be a criminal to survive. But that just ain't the reality. That just ain't the reality at all. So for context in terms of timeline, today is Thursday. I'm recording this in some spare time. Yesterday, basically the White House, like the literal White House, the federal government, just did a bunch of fucking massive insider trading by saying, oh, tariffs, and then crashing the market. And then Trump fucking comes out and said, oh, it's a good time to buy. And then a couple hours later, it just says, oh, we're canceling, we're pausing the tariffs. So the market went on like this massive rally, and people are posting up graphs of volume where there's this spike in volume, like a small spike in volume, buy orders basically, before the announcement of the tariff pause happens. And then the huge spike because the market rallied off. It's like, just motherfuckers are insider trading out the ass. Just illegal as fuck. All out in the open. All out in the open. And I say that because I really dislike how much emphasis is put sometimes on things like like gang members and gang violence and illegal people. Not like illegal people, but like people breaking the law, right? Like criminals, all that kind of shit. While the government, basically the entire body of the government, just fucking breaks the law. What the fuck? Like how? Oh my god, this country, this fucking country. It's, I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck to say. Let's move on. That's probably the best idea. Let's move on. Track 6. It's called Dirt Off Your Shoulder. Produced by Timbaland, who, I know the name. I don't know if I've actually heard Timbaland. I think Timbaland did the production for the Missy Elliott album. That's another one I want to listen to. Nobody wants me to, except for like 3 people. But like, I want to listen to that one. I feel like that's one of the classic hip hop albums. Definitely something you got to listen to if you're going through a journey through hip hop. I believe he did the production on that. I'm not positive. Anyway, this is called Dirt Off Your Shoulder. It's track 6. Drop it in. Here we go.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Have I heard this before?
Tim, you can go and brush your shoulders off, nigga. I got you.
Brush your shoulders.
If you feeling like a pimp, nigga, go and brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too, go and brush your shoulders off.
Go and brush your shoulders off.
Niggas is crazy, baby, don't forget that boy told you get that dirt up your shoulders. I probably owe it to y'all, probably be locked by the force. Trying to hustle some things that go with the Porsche. Feeling no remorse, feeling like my hand was forced. Middle finger to the Lord, nigga, gripping my balls. The ladies, they love me. From the bleachers, they screaming. All the ballers is bouncing, they like the way I be leaning. You feeling like a pimp, nigga, go and brush your shoulders off.
Go and brush your shoulders off.
Go and brush your shoulders off. Niggas is crazy, baby, don't forget that boy told you, kid. That dirt up your shoulder, you got a kid. That dirt up your shoulder, you got a kid. That dirt up your shoulder.
I feel like the sound, the style is a little dated, but I can imagine this song was fucking massive back in the day. Like, this was probably a huge song back in the day. Got a lot of streams, 140 million. Kind of like a cool sound, but I'm already over it. This like spacey wow, that whole shit going on. But cool song. Let's keep rolling.
Keep the heckler close, you know them smokers attention. But like 52 cards went out, I'm through dealing now. 52 bars come out, now you feeling that. 52 cards roll out, remove ceiling in case 52 bras come out. Now you chilling with a boss, bitch. Cards FC on the sleeve, at the 40-40 club, ESPN on the screen. I play the grip for the jeans, plus the slippers is clean. No chrome on the wheels, I'm a grown
No chrome on the wheels, I'm a grown up for real. Oh my god. You know, there is another element here, is a very thin layer, but it's there of I don't want to say like, so this was 2003. I don't know when the shiny suit era was and the bling era was. I think we're in that time frame ish, something like that. And I'm kind of imagining that if Jay-Z, is this businessman mindset, right? Marketing mindset. I wonder how he felt about all that shit. And I wonder if he looked at it and went, nah, I ain't fucking doing that. That's how I felt with Biggie. I felt like watching some of these music videos, especially for Life After Death, to me it seemed like fucking Diddy was trying to do everything he could to like bring in all this shiny bullshit, and it looked like, in my opinion, just off the videos, that Biggie was not fucking having any of it. Like, no, I ain't wearing this shiny bullshit. And so I imagine if you're a guy like Jay-Z and you've got all this money, and he gets into investing and shit too. I don't know when that happens, but basically, if you've transitioned from drugs and narcotics into a music industry and that kind of a thing, and now maybe he's going to try and transition into just like even more just business stuff. Yeah, you want to get away from a certain style of clothing and a certain style of car and all this other shit, and look more like live more of like in a business lane in terms of the cars that you drive and the clothes that you wear and all that kind of shit. But again, that's a massive kind of lifestyle change. Interesting. I feel like I'm watching somebody who has shifted lanes once in their life successfully, and in doing so become very successful, try to do it again. And I wonder, there's got to be a little bit of doubt there. A little bit. But sometimes too, it's just a habit, right? Like you just do certain things and it's hard to break that habit. Anyway, keep the heckler, I like the term heckler for a gun. Keep the heckler close. Anyway, let's keep going. Cool song.
That's the best rapper alive, nigga. Acts about me from bricks to billboards.
From grams to Grammys.
The opposite, orphan Annie. You got
Opposite
a
orphan Annie.
for selling out the garden in the day. I'm like a young Marvin in his hay. I'm a hustler, homie. You a customer crony. Got some dirt on my shoulder. Could you brush it off for me?
Could you brush it off for me? Oh, that's fucking great. That's great. That's some good shit talking right there. Oh, that shit was great. That was great. That won me over right there on the song.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Yeah, good track. Good track. As the best rapper alive, ask me about it. From bricks to billboards, from grams to Grammys, from O's to opposite Orphan Annie. You gotta pardon Jay for selling out the garden in a day. I'm like a young Marvin in his hay. I'm a hustler, homie. You're a customer crony. Got some dirt on my shoulder. Could you brush it off for me? Oh, shit, man. That's good. That's some great shit talking right there. Something I've always enjoyed about Jay-Z is he just has this style, this swag, this... I don't even know how to describe it, man, but like it's just lack of convincing me. He ain't trying to convince me of shit. He simply is this. And I wish I could like really find a way to define the two categories so it would make sense rather than just sounding like some sort of like bias or something. But I don't know. Jay-Z's just got this style, the way he says things, what he says, how he says it, man. It's different from, yeah, I'm just a badass. I'm a badass, though. I'm like the best. Like, and I know, like, I'm being stupid. I'm being hyperbolic and, you know, all that shit. But anyway, that was a great track. Great track. Let's keep going. This is called Threat, produced by Ninth Wonder. Grammy Award-winning hip-hop record producer, record label executive. No shit. Lecturer. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, here we go. Track 7, Threat.
Yo, what's up, pimp? This Threats. That's right. This Threats, pimp. And I'm serious about mine. I'm so sincere. Nigga, I'll kill you. I'll chop you up, put you inside the mattress like drugs.
Put you inside the mattress.
Yeah. I done told you niggas 9, 10 times stop fucking with me.
Oh, I like this
I
already.
told you niggas 9 albums stop fucking with me.
9 albums, stop
told you
fucking.
niggas 9 on me, stop fucking with me. You niggas must got 9 lives. Ninth Wonder, put that knife in you. Take a little bit of life from you. Am I frightening you? Shall I continue? I put the gun to you. I let it sing you a song. I let it hum to you. The other one sing along. Now it's a duet and you wet. When you check out the technique from the 2 texts, and I don't need 2 lips to blow this like the trumpet, you dumb shit. This is an unusual musical. I conduct it. You looking at the Black Warren Buffett, so all critics conduct sick. I don't care if you see Dolores Tuckett or you Bill O'Reilly, you only rallying me up. For 3 years, they had me peeing out of a cup. I send them boys at you. I ain't talking about feds, nigga, them body snatchers. Nigga, you heard what I said. I'll make them pay for you to 5 in the morning. Put your smarts on the side of your garment. Nigga, stop fucking with me.
I wanna click on this. So we've got a Bill O'Reilly reference. C. Dolores, I don't know who that is. We've got Christina Aguilera. We've got Holly Berry. What's the Christina? Oh yeah, the album Stripped. Okay, right. I remember that. So the structure featured both the young and black might be inspired by. Okay. I had like the biggest fucking crush on Christina Aguilera back in that the whole dirty phase or whatever. Oh my god, she was so fucking hot. What's this? Halle Berry's 2000 hit and run accident. Okay, I didn't know about that. And then what's this whole thing? For 3 years, they had me peeing out of a cup. Urine-based drug test administered in prison due to Jay-Z's 3 years probation for his stabbing case that involved Lance Rivera, has said in Welcome to New York City in Dear Summer. No shit. So then this whole put that knife in you, take a little bit of life from you? Oh. Okay, I didn't know about that. And then what's this Bill O'Reilly thing? Bill O'Reilly's just a big old fucking asshole from Fox News. Is infamous for his objections to lyrical content in popular music, especially hip-hop. Oh, no shit. I didn't know that. And I didn't know that because I don't listen to Bill O'Reilly because he's a big old fucking asshole. I didn't know about that. Looking at the black Warren Buffett. So all critics can duck sick. What's that mean? Let's keep going. I'm enjoying this. Liking the beat. I'm liking the lower tones on this beat.
This straight nigga, I'm wild. Nigga, I keep trash bags with me. Nigga, know when you gotta dump a nigga out. There's sincere. There's some sincere shit
Man,
right
I
here.
put hands on you. I dig a hole in the desert, they build the sands on you. Lay out blueprint plans on you. We
Lay
rat
out
pack
blueprint
niggas,
plans.
let Sam tap dance on you. Then I Sinatra
Rat
shot
pack.
you, goddamn you. Y'all niggas is targets. Y'all
I gotta read more fucking references. I don't know what the hell he's talking about in this one.
Valet a couple strays from the 38 special. Nigga, God bless you. Make a play for you to 5 in the morning.
Valet a couple of
Smarts on the
strings.
side of your garment. Nigga, stop fucking with me.
We'll let finish, and then we'll click on annotation.
Yeah, I'm threatening you. Yeah, I'm threatening you.
Yeah,
Who
I'm
you think you
threatening you.
dealing with? They call me threats, nigga. I've been making threats since I've been in kindergarten, nigga. Huh. Ask about me, see if you ain't heard.
When the gun is tucked, untucked, nigga, you dies like
I like the
nunchucks.
dun, dun, dun. That was
Tell
cool.
by the chat LI that I'm so sincere.
So
I'm especially
sincere.
Joe Pesci with a friend. I would kill you, commit suicide and kill you again. I make a way for you to 5 in the morning. Put your smarts on the side of your garment. Nigga, stop fucking with me.
What up, motherfucker? I eat 3 motherfucker. What? Nigga, I take a mop handle off, nigga, and sweep, nigga. Hold on, nigga, what?
What is he going on about? What Joe Pesci? I wonder if this is like Goodfellas or something. I'm especially Joe Pesci with a friend. I will kill you, commit suicide, and kill you again. So let's just see. Goodfellas, yeah, Casino. That's a great one too. Okay, yeah, just make a quick reference. Got to get into verse 2. Dig a hole in the desert, then build the sands on you. That's a hotel. Lay out blueprint plans on you. The Rat Pack, let Sam tap dance on you. So that's Sammy Davis Jr. Then I Sinatra, shot ya, goddamn you. I put the boy in the box like David Blaine, let the audience watch and anything. So it's just doing all this shit out in front. Y'all wish I was fronting. I George Bush the button. For the oil in your car, lift up your hood, run it, then lift your whole hood like you got oil under it. Oh, okay. I get it. So the whole George Bush thing, this was 2003. Yeah. So this was the whole after fucking 9/11, Afghanistan, Iraq, all that shit going in. And then there's a lot of oil fields out there, of course. Then lift up your whole hood like you got oil under it. Okay, I get it now. Like castor oil, I'll Castor Troy. Who the fuck is Castor Troy? That's the villain in Face Off. Okay. I haven't seen Face Off in 30 fucking years. I wasn't honestly impressed with that movie. Although I think people like it now because of how bad it is. Oh, shit, man. Good track, good beat. Let's keep going. You know, this one, interesting little references. I didn't know about this fucking 3 years probation stabbing thing that had happened. I had no idea. I just like the whole stop fucking with me. Stop fucking with me. All right, let's keep going. Eminem is producing on Moment of Clarity, which is track 8. Eminem producing. Wow. Okay. All right, let's check it out. Dropping into track 8. Here we go. Eminem production. Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Young. Yeah. Turn the music up, turn the lights down, I'm in my zone. Thank God for granting me this moment of clarity, this moment of honesty. The world will feel my truth. My hard knock lifetime, a gift and a curse. I gave you volume after volume of my words, so you can feel my truth.
Wow. I like this one a lot.
Way beyond the reason you can't feel my shoe. Blueprint beginning to that black album ending. Listen close, you hear what I'm about. Nigga, feel my truth. Pop died, didn't cry, didn't know him that well. Between him doing heroin and me doing crack sales. With that
this
in the
beat is fucking great.
Standing at the tabernacle, rather the church, pretending to be heard. Wouldn't work, so a smirk was all on my face. Like damn, that man's face is just like my face. So Pop, I forgive you for all the shit that I lived through. It wasn't all your fault, homie, you got caught. Into the same game I fought, that Uncle Ray lost. My big brothers and so many others I saw. I'm just glad we got to see each other, talk and re-meet each other, save a place in heaven till the next time we meet forever. Thank God for granting me this moment of clarity, this moment of honesty. The world will feel my truth. My hard knock lifetime, a gift and a
this
curse.
chorus.
I gave you volume after volume of my words, so you could feel my truth. I built the dynasty.
This chorus is really interesting because I feel like this is the first time I've heard Jay-Z kind of have layered vocals and like vocals that overlap with each other in terms of the lyrical lines. Because that's something I really enjoy about Jay-Z is it's like some artists you can tell they're recording by line. They're not recording the entire verse in one go. It's just a line and then a line. And I don't know how common that is. It's probably more common than I realize. But like some people you can tell. You ain't rapping this all in one go, you know? Jay-Z, I feel like you can tell that he is going all in one go. So this chorus, it stands out to me because you can hear the overlap, which means obviously it's not him all in one shot.
If skill soul, truth be told, I'd probably be lyrically Talib Kweli. Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense, but I did 5 mil. I ain't been rhyming like common sense. When you sense,
but I did 5 mil and I ain't been rhyming like common sense. What is, well, I know who Common is, but this Common Sense, the first version is capitalized. Talib Kweli, I'm aware of. I dumb down for my audience and double my dollars. They criticize me for it, yet they all yell, holla. The difference between entertainment and art right there. I want to actually go back. I apologize. I know I just paused, but this verse 1, Pop died, didn't cry, didn't know him that well, between him doing heroin and me doing crack sales. With that in the eggshell, standing at the tabernacle rather than the church, pretending to be hurt wouldn't work. Yeah. It would be very hard to... how do you feel about something like that when you feel like you're the fucking person that had it happen? Like, if you're selling this shit and then somebody else you know dies from the same thing you're selling, I mean, it's not exactly the same thing if you're talking about heroin and versus crack, but still, drugs, right? Illegal drugs. Damn, that man's face is just like my face. It wasn't all your fault. You got caught in the same game I fought that Uncle Ray lost. My big brothers and so many others I saw. I'm just glad we got to see each other, re-meet each other. This is a badass song. Love the production. Well done on Eminem's part. Let's keep rolling. I know I'm fucking up the flow here. We'll let it finish up. We're halfway through.
God for granting me this moment of clarity, this moment of honesty. The world will feel my truth. My hard knock lifetime, a gift and a curse. I
Hard
gave you
knock,
volume after volume of my words, so you can feel my truth. I built the dynasty by being one of the realest niggas out. Way beyond the reason I can't feel my shoe. Blueprint beginning to that black album ending. Listen close, you hear what I'm about. Nigga, feel my truth. He was on a tear when no tears should fall. Cause he was on the block when no squares get off. Seeing in my inner circle, all we do is ball. Till we all got triangles on our wall. Ain't just rapping for the platinum, y'all record. I recall, cause I really been there before. Thank God for granting me this moment of clarity.
I like this track.
This moment of honesty.
I like this, especially the chorus. It's kind of like dark, haunting.
I gave you volume after volume of my work.
But there's like some rage in here, like a boiling rage.
Way beyond the reason I can't feel my shoes. Print beginning to that black album ending. Listen close, you hear what I'm about. Nigga, feel my truth.
Moment of clarity. You know, I think there is. If you go through your life like that, you think about where you came from and who died along the way and what they died of and what you were involved with and the things that have happened to your friends and things that almost happened to you. And there is a lot of darkness in there, which I think adds to the victory. The song's kind of haunting, and I feel like it deserves to be. Especially too, you know, I think Jay-Z has said it. I can't remember specific lyrics off the top of my head, but you're trying to make it in this country and realizing that the fools are the ones that follow all the rules, you know, like, yeah, I'm going to fucking do illegal shit because that's how I make the most money. And the only thing this country cares about is money anyway. And all the people who have money broke a lot of laws to get the money anyway. So what difference is it to me if I break a law because I'm selling drugs and they're breaking laws because they're not following fucking, you know, financial regulations and insider trading and all this other bullshit? Like, what fucking difference does it make? The whole game's rigged. So fuck it. Fuck the rules, man. But in that, there is just some realization of it's kind of a dark place that we're in, you know? The whole system itself, the way it's designed. Great track. Great track. All right, what's next? 99 Problems. Now, I'm sure I've heard this, but I can't tell you the last time I've listened to this song. I don't think I've never listened to it, like gone and listened to it on my own. Certainly not since the channel's been formed. So, and produced by Rick Rubin, who I didn't realize Rick Rubin actually produced. Oh, well, I guess he must have. He must have way back in the day. I thought he was more of like a what would you even, not even like a consultant, but like, I know he's part of I know Def Jam, was it right? Def Jam? Like, I know he's a huge name in hip hop, but for some reason I thought he didn't actually make any music. Right? This is Rick Rubin. Yeah, right. Rick Rubin. Yeah. Okay. Oh, co-president of Columbia Records, which was Def Jam, right? I don't know. Who fucking knows? Anyway, dropping in track 9, 99 Problems. Gonna finally give this song a proper listen, top to bottom. I don't think I've ever heard it from beginning to end. I'm just aware of it.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the cat patrol. Foes that want to make sure my casket's closed. Rap critics.
Oh, yeah.
If you grew up with holes in your zappatos, you celebrate the minute you
this, yeah, okay. I know Rick Rubin worked with Beastie Boys. This kind of has that vibe to it.
Got beef with radio if I don't play they show. They don't play my hits. Well, I don't give a shit. So, rap mags try and use my black ass so advertisers could give them more cash for ads. Fuckers. I don't know what you take me as or understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I'm from rags, the richest niggas, I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
This is a great song. Already, this is an amazing.
99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you haven't
I like the riff.
I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Lost in the registration and step out of the car. You carrying a weapon on you, I know a lot of you are. I ain't stepping out of shit, all my papers legit. Well, do you mind if I look around the car a little bit? Well, my glove compartment is locked, so it's the trunk in the back. And I know my rights, so you gon' need a warrant for that. Aren't you sharp attack? You some type of law or something, somebody important or something. I ain't passed the bar, but I know a little bit enough that you wanna legally search my shit. Well, we'll see how smart you are when the K9 comes. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
What a way to wrap up the verse.
99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
99 problems. This song's great. Holy shit. I forgot how good this song is.
Try to ignore him, talk to the Lord, pray for him, but some fools just love to perform.
Oh, I love the fucking double bounce on that. That's great.
But wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. And only thing that's gonna happen is I'ma get the clapping in. He and his boys gonna be yapping to the captain. And there I go trapped in the Kit Kat again. Back through the
I love how they're chopping the beat.
Fiends on the floor, scratching again. Paparazzis with their cameras, snapping them. DA try to give a nigga shaft again. $500,000 for bail cause I'm African. Or because
He is going
the
off on this.
harassing them. Trying to play the boy like he's saccharine. But ain't none sweet, but I hold my gun. I got 99 pounds, being a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
This song is fucking legendary. Holy
99
shit.
dollars, but a bitch ain't one. You crazy for this one, Rick? It's your boy.
Holy shit. Holy shit. No wonder that song fucking took over. God damn, dude. Oh, and I mean, that's when radio was still kind of in a heyday, you know? Like, holy shit, this must have been blasting everywhere. Everywhere. This whole verse about getting pulled over, too. Yeah. Do you know why I'm stopping you for? I hate that fucking question. What? It's just a total bullshit trap question. One thing like one of my guilty, I don't know, not like a guilty pleasure, but how do you even describe, like something that I'll watch even though I hate it and it makes me so mad, but that's one of the reasons why I like watching it, are there videos where, you know, it's the lawyer basically going through the body cam footage of the cop and like saying what they're doing is illegal and this is how you handle this situation and this is what you say, and it just fucking pisses me off how shitty some of our cops are. Not all of them. I am not an ACAB person. I don't think all the cops are fucking terrible people, but there are some shitty fucking police out there. Awful. And I think part of it is the job itself. I think the way policing is done, it should be completely changed where it's like it's almost like deployment, military deployments. Well, obviously, military deployments, you're not just in the fucking war zone for years at a time. You know, you rotate out and in. I think cops should have the same thing. Because if your whole job is to interact with awful people every day, all day, you're gonna turn into an asshole. That's just, there's no way around it. You're gonna turn into an asshole. You need to rotate out. Go do something else for a little bit. Some fucking paperwork or fucking community outreach or whatever. And just fucking... But I also think it's all by design. I think the powers that be want shitty cops so that the shitty cops will do shitty things to try and keep people in line. Anyway, I'm kind of going on like little ranty today. More than normal, aren't I? A little ranty. Oh well. So it goes. It just pisses me off. I don't want people having their fucking their rights violated. Just follow the fucking rules. Like, if those are the rules, follow the rules. It applies to everybody. I just hate it. I hate it when people get picked on by the fucking system. Especially if the system is designed to specifically pick on people. I just fucking hate it. Hate it. Well, you was doing 55 and a 54. So 1 mile over. Or is that like the year of the car? One or the other. From Jay himself, when we did work out of state, we would have everything planned down to the finest detail, but then get caught by a cop for no good reason, like driving 55 and a 54. Of course, the sarcasm in the speed limit being 54 is another way of saying we're being pulled over for no good reason. Because, of course, there's no speed limit that's 54, right? What a banger of a fucking song. That guitar riff, I had forgotten about that guitar riff for the beat structure, is so good. So good. Oh, God, yeah, that was great. Great. Now I get to like listen to that song freely. I'm free. I can listen to it whenever I want. Awesome. Banger of a fucking track. That was fantastic. 99 Problems, as cliche or generic as it might sound, like a basic fucking take, right? So far, that's my favorite. That's a fucking banger of a track. Okay, let's move into 10. This is public service announcement by Productions Just Blaze. It says Interlude, but it's a 3-minute track, so we'll just treat it like a fucking 3-minute track. Here you go, track 10. Public service announcement.
It's just a public service announcement, sponsored by Just Blaze and the good folks at Rockefeller Records.
Fellow Americans, it is with the utmost pride and sincerity that I present this recording as a living testament and recollection of history in the making during our generation.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the O-V. I used to move snowflakes by the OZ. I guess even back then you can call me CEO of the ROC. Ho, fresh out the frying pan into the fire. I be the music biz #1 supplier. Fly it in a piece of paper bearing my name. Got the hottest chick in the game wearing my chain. That's right, Ho, not DOC, but similar to them letters. No one could do it better. I check cheddar like a food inspector. My homie Strick told me, dude, finish your breakfast. So that's what I'ma do. Take you back to the dude with the Lexus. Fast forward the jewels and the necklace. Let me tell you, dudes, what I do to
banger of an album. Oh my
God. Actors like movie directors. And I could blame my environment, but ain't no reason why I be buying expensive chains. Hope you don't think users are the only abusers. Niggas getting high within the game. If you do, then how would you explain? I'm 10 years removed, still the vibe is in my veins. I got a hustler spirit, nigga, period. Check out my hat, yo, peep the way I wear it. Check out my swag, yo, I walk like a ball player. No matter where you go, you are what you are, player. And you can try to change, but that's just the top layer. Man, you was who you was before you got here. Only God can judge me, so I'm gone. Either love me or leave me alone.
Either love me or leave me alone. Ooh, so fancy. I get my by any means on whenever there's a drought. Get your umbrellas out because that's when I brainstorm. You can blame Sean, but I ain't invent the game. I just rolled the dice trying to get some change. And I do it twice. Ain't no sense in me. Lying as if I'm a different man and I can blame my environment, but there ain't no reason why I'd be buying expensive chains. Hope you don't think users are the only abusers, people getting high within the game. If you do, then how would you explain? I'm 10 years removed, still the vibe is in my veins. I got a hustler spirit, period. Check out my hat, yo. Peep the way I wear it. Check out my swag, yo. I walk like a ball player. No matter where you go, you are what you are, player. You can try to change, but that's just the top layer. You was who you was before you got here. Great verse. Great verse. What's DOC? I forget DOC. Old school references, NWA affiliate, the DOC. No, I could do it better. I haven't heard the DOC. No, I have not heard them. I check cheddar like I'm a food inspector. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. All right, let's keep going, man. What a fucking banger of an album. Everyone kept telling me this album was really good. Turns out they were all right. And yeah, this is why you've been telling me for so long. Bob, fucking stop fucking around and listen to the Black Album already. Yeah. You were right. Again, the community was correct. This is track 11. It's called Justify My Thug. Producers DJ Quick. Dropping in track 11.
Just feel right here, Quick. It's like it's supposed to happen, this one right here. Young.
Wow.
God damn.
Wow.
Let me justify my thug on this one right here.
Let me justify my thug on
It
this.
goes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
He's doing that song. You're gonna rock around the clock.
Yes, God, and I ain't never been in jail. I ain't never pay a nigga to do no dirt for me. I was scared to do myself. I will never tell, even if it means sitting in a cell. I ain't never ran, never will. I ain't never been smacked. A nigga better keep his hands to himself or get clapped for what's under that man's belt. I never ask for nothing, I don't demand it myself. Honesty, loyalty, friends, and then wealth. Death before dishonor, and I tell you what else. I tighten my belt before I beg for help. Foolish pride is what held me together through the years I wasn't felt, which is why I ain't never played myself. I just play the hand I'm dealt. I can't say I've never knelt before God and asked for better cause. Sometimes to no avail, but I never sat back feeling sorry for myself. If you don't give me heaven, I raise hell. Till it's heaven.
If you don't give me heaven, I'll raise hell.
I am the Michael Schumacher of the rock roster, traveling Mach 5, barrel in my apparel can stop God. God forgive me, but I can't let them deliver me to you until I won this race. Then eventually my engine gon' burn out. I get whatever is meant for me, however it turns out fine. Red line.
Huh. It's alright. It's alright. Like, I enjoy it. I don't love it. I think it's kind of the chorus, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what it is about this one that I'm not as into. But, whatever. There you go.
But can't put their name on paper because then you on blast. Mr. President, his drugs in our residence. Tell me what you want me to do. Come break bread with us. Mr. Governor, I swear there's a cover up. Every other corner there's a liquor store. Fuck is up.
Every other corner there's a liquor store. Interesting song. I like the verses. I feel like Jay-Z's doing really well on this one. He's saying some interesting shit. But I don't know why it's not clicking with me. Maybe it's just the beat. But even the beat, like, I'm not, like, upset with it or anything. I don't know. Interesting. I want to get to this. Mr. President, there's drugs in our residence. Let's see here. Government claims to be against drugs. Yeah. Also, issuing liquor license. Sure. This may also be a subliminal response to a critical essay of Hove published by Elizabeth Mendez Berry in 2003, presented with such perceptive socio-economic analysis. One wishes Jay-Z would rap to George W. on his native Marcy Project behalf. Okay. I really like the verse 3. Eye for an eye, we both lose our sight, and two wrongs don't make a right. When you've been wronged and you know all along that it's just one life, at what point does one fight? For you knock the ward, try to put your dogs in his 10.5 for a minute and a half. So put yourself in his shoes. Bet that stops all the grinning and the laughs when you play the game of life and the win ain't in the bag. When your options is none and the pen is all you have, or the block, people standing tight as lemons on the Ave, trying to cop a shop, call themselves cleansing in the cash, but can't put their name on paper because then you on blast. Understand, chase my breath. Shoot my dog. I'm gonna kill your cat. And I know that's you kill my friend, I'm gonna kill your girl. Well, I'm assuming that's what that means. Every action there's a reaction. Don't have me relapse and relax is what I'm about. Don't be acting like you can't see street action. Take me back to reasonable doubt time. You see, my mind's on the finish line, facing the wreck. Put my fucking faith in the tech. Tell Satan not yet. I ain't never ran, never will. I ain't never been smacked. Person better keep his hands to himself or get clapped for what's under that man's belt. Never ask for nothing I don't demand of myself. Honesty, loyalty, friends, and then wealth. Death before dishonor, and I tell you what else. I tighten my belt before I beg for help. Foolish pride. I like that he calls it foolish pride. Foolish pride is what held me together through the years. I wasn't felt, which is why I never played myself. I just play the hand I'm dealt. Can't say I've never knelt before God and asked for better cards at times to no avail. But I never sat back feeling sorry for myself. If you don't give me heaven, I'll raise hell. Good, just good lyrics, good lines. I don't know what the deal is. Great song, but like I'm not into it. I think it's just got to be the beat, I guess. I don't know. But even the beat's kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe I just need to hear it again. Sometimes that's all it is. Hear a song a couple times, it just starts to click. Whereas the first time, maybe it doesn't quite click. Let's move on to track 12. It's called Lucifer. We've got a Kanye West producing. Dropping in track 12, Lucifer.
Yeah. Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth. Lucifer,
good beat.
I'm from the murder capital, where we murder for capital.
Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth.
You did it again, you a genius,
Lucifer, dawn of the morning.
So you niggas Change your attitude for they asking what happened to you. Lord forgive him, he got them dark forces.
Oh, dude, the guitar coming
got
in.
a righteous cause for sending them a murder me. So I gotta murder them first. Emergency, doctors performing procedures. Jesus, I ain't trying to be facetious, but vengeance is mine, said the Lord. You said it better than all. Leave niggas on death's door, breathing on respirators for killing my best ball haters. On permanent high haters as I skate in the Maybach Benz, fly this annihilation. Bumping brown sugar by D'Angelo in Los Angeles, like an evangelist. I can introduce you to your maker, bring you closer to nature. Ashes after they cremate you bastards. Hope you been reading the Psalms and chapters, paying your tithe, being good Catholics. I'm coming.
Yeah, let's get the hype. That's a great thing.
To a head above, yes sir. And when I perish, the meek shall inherit the earth. Till that time is on and poppin'. Church, like Don Bishop, the fifth of Palm Cop Eva. Lift up your soul, to give you the Holy Ghost. Please, I'll leave you with somebody's cathedral. But stunting like Evil Knievel. I'll let you see where that bright light leads you. The more you talk, the more you irking us. The more you gon' need memorial services. Asking them why as my eyes fill up. These days I can't wake up with a dry pillow. Gone but not forgotten, homes I still feel you. So curse the day that birthed the bastard who caused your church mass. Reverse the crash, reverse the blast and reverse the car. Reverse the day and there you are, Bob the law. Lord forgive him, we all have sinned. But Bob's a good dude, please let him in. And if you feel in my heart that I long for revenge, please blame it on the son of the morning. Thanks again.
Please blame it on the son of the morning. Who's this Bob guy that he keeps talking about? If God sees anger. This is obviously a critique Jay is making of Christians who blame their inequities and moral imperfection on the devil below. Sure. Jay's religious beliefs are mysterious, and truthfully his business has shown some insight on his 9/11 freestyle saying, and no, I'm not a Christian, though I believe in God, but I don't believe in the devil. My beliefs are odd. If we, the people, were given free will from God, how could he give the people free will without giving you evil? Okay, who is Bob? Robert Burke, older brother of Rockefeller Records co-founder Kareem Burke, childhood friend. They founded the famous Harlem crew, The Best Out, host huge parties each month at the Cotton Club in Harlem, highlighting DJ Kid Capri and attracting thousands of people, including rappers and pro athletes. On his nickname, Jay explained in Decoded, we called him that because of his ball skills. He could jump really high. Bob Alab was shot on September 6, 2003 while driving through the Bronx, causing his car to crash. This came out in November of 2003. Holy shit. So this happened right before this came out. Wow. Great beat. Great beat, man. I was thinking the other day with Kanye and all the stupid shit that he's doing, which I try to ignore, but it's fucking everywhere. It's like very, very hard to ignore. I'm not even online that much, and it's just everywhere. Anyway. I was thinking, one thing Kanye could do to like fix his image, not that he's going to do anything because he doesn't give a fuck. He's just turned into a raging asshole. But wouldn't it be nice? Maybe just go back to producing. No more lyrics. Kanye, you clearly have given up on writing. You don't really care anymore. No one listens. I feel like no one listens, and so people give up on writing because nobody listens. I mean, even on this one, right? Jay-Z is saying, I dumbed down my lyrics and I doubled my money or some shit like that. But wouldn't it just be nice if Kanye just went back to making beats? No more words. No more talking. No more saying anything. Just beats. Wouldn't that be nice? Sure would. But that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Lord forgive him. He got them dark forces in him, but he also got a righteous cause for sinning. Them a murder me, so I got to murder them first. Emergency doctors performing procedures. Jesus ain't trying to be facetious, but vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. You said it better than all. Leave people on death's door, breathing on respirators for killing my best boy. Haters. A permanent hiatus as I skate in the Maybach Benz, flyer than whoever the fuck that is. I can introduce you to your maker, bring you closer to nature, ashes after they cremate you bastards. Hope you've been reading your psalms and chapters, paying your tithe, being good Catholics. I'm coming. So I think this whole, the final verse with this Babalob person, he's fucking pissed. And rightfully so. And then the bridge, man, the bridge was really fascinating too. I gotta get my soul right. I gotta get these devils out of my life. The cowards are gonna make a person ride. They won't be happy till somebody die. Like, I imagine he was planning this retirement album before the September 3rd shooting happened. But I also wonder, how many people he saw, how many things have happened where he's just like, I gotta get away from this business, this industry. I just gotta get into something that's a little bit more, professional in a business professional sense. And then, yeah, this guy gets killed and it's like, just stirs up everything inside of you, right? All your old school fucking gangster ways. Like, what was it? Was it the previous track? Justify My Thug? What was he saying at the end? You are... no, it was the other one. It was, I don't remember. But basically, like, you can't try, here it is. Public service announcement. You can try to change, but that's just the top layer. He was who he was before you got here. You are what you are, player. So yeah, like, if you do that for so long, and that's your experience for so long, and then somebody gets shot, you want to fucking go take care of it. That makes me think of Dr. Dre. Was it Chronic 2001? Where people are talking about, he acts like I ain't got no guns anymore. What you think, I sold them all because I stay well off and all this other shit. And there's another line in there too about, I got more to lose than you. I think it's the opening track off the album. Anyway, all over the place. My brain's kind of all over the place. I think part of it too is, so I'm going in today for a little bit of dental surgery. They're going to drill a fucking hole into my mouth and put in a titanium stud. And I'm a little nervous, not so much about the procedure. Like, I'm not too worried about that. They're gonna cut the gum away and do all this shit. But I'm kind of worried about this weekend and how much pain am I gonna be in. That's why I used a little bit of vacation time this morning to just stay home from work. And I was like, you know what? I should record today on a Thursday because I'm probably going to be fucked up come Friday. I'm not going to want to do anything Friday. So my brain's just been bouncing around a little bit. Just like, it's almost like the stay in the present right now. Like, don't slip into the future where the pain is. Stay here. The pain is coming. All right, let's move on. Track 13 is called Allure, produced by the Neptunes. We got 2 more to go. What a fucking phenomenal album so far. What a banger of a retirement album. Here we go. Track 13, Allure.
Young is the life. Once again, it's the life. Yes. I don't know why. So intoxicated, man. You don't know why you do what you do. The law of breaking the law. It's always too much for me to ever ignore. Got a thing for them big body Benzes. It goes my senses. In love with a V-dub engine. Man, I'm high off life. Fucking, I'm wasted. Babe and 8 kicks. All the Marble K wrists. My women friend get tennis bracelets. Trips to Venice get they winners replaced with. Should I know how this movie ends? Still I play.
Still I play.
It's just life. I solemnly swear. Change my approach. Stop shaving coat. Stay away from hoes. Put down the toes. Cause I be doing the most. Oh no. But every time I felt that was that. They call me right back. They call me right back. Man, they call me right back.
I'm kind of glad I said a little bit earlier what I said about it. I feel like there's this layer of a person who's trying to get away, but how do you leave that lifestyle and all this stuff? And I'm really glad he's saying it here. Really glad he's saying it here. I mean, it's okay to feel these things. And it's important to express these things when you feel them and don't ignore them. And just, yeah, this is the reality. This is fuck, man, like, I know how all this ends. I know there's nothing good that's going to come from this, but I just get pulled into it. You know, it's just, that's what a vice is. You got to acknowledge the vices.
Even the worst pain is the distress. Learning you're the mistress. Only after that love gets slain. And the anger and the sorrow mixed up leaves the mistrust. Now it gets tough to ever love again. But the allure of the game keeps calling your name. All the Laura's in the world, I feel your pain. All the Christies in every city's and Tiffany lanes. We all hustlers in love with the same thing.
All hustlers in love with the same thing.
Change my approach, stop shaving coat, stay away from hoes. Put down the toast, cause I be doing the most. Oh no.
Oh no.
They call me right back. They call
Oh
me right back.
no.
Man, they call me right back. Oh.
That shit is so brilliant. I solemnly swear to change my approach. I'm gonna stop shaving coke. I'm gonna stay away from the hose, put down the toast. Oh no, here I go again. Sucked into it again. Oh no.
I never felt more alive than riding shotgun in Klein's Green 5 into the cops pull guns. And I try to smoke weed to give me the fix I need. But the game did to my pulse with no results. And you can treat your nose, it still won't come close. The game is a light bulb with 11 million volts. And I'm just a moth, addicted to the floss. When the doors lift from the floor and the tops come off. By any means necessary, whatever the cost, even if it means lives is lost. Oh no! But every time I felt that was that.
Oh
they call me right back.
No.
They call me right back. Man, they call me right back. Oh no!
Huh.
Once again, it's the life. Yeah, I said it's the life.
Fascinating song, man.
Once again, it's the life.
What's great about this song too is how true it is in that he came out of retirement after retiring. Like, that's perfect. I like the like little humming. It makes it just almost, I want to say childish, but it's like just kind of like silly. I almost want to say like nursery rhyme-ish, you know, nursery rhymes, old school nursery rhymes. They're actually really weird. They're really weird, but they all stem from the basis of, you know, telling kids these stories so they won't fucking go do stupid shit. But they're silly stories also at the same time. And so that like humming almost makes it have this element of silly, which of course this is silly. This whole, God, I know all of this. I know what I'm doing is wrong. I know I got to stop. I know I got to, but then I also know I'm going to just get pulled right back in. And isn't that just so silly in a way? Like, it's almost like we don't have control over ourselves in certain things, which I think is true. There's a lot of things we don't have control over with our own selves. One thing that upsets me is I'm bald, yet I still grow enough hair that I have to shave my head. And it's like, what in the flying fuck is this all about? I should be able to stop. I should just be able to turn it off. Like, stop growing hair. Body, stop. Nope, can't do that. No control over that. Dumb. Why is my butt so hairy? You know? Why am I bald, but I got a hairy butt? That doesn't make... Why? Come on. Let's redistribute growth patterns here. Right? What the fuck? I like Allure. Track 14 is the final track on the album, and it's called My First Song. We got Joe Weinberger and Nicholas McCarroll. My First Song, the final track for his final album, apparently. My First Song. Okay, let's check it out. Track 14. Here we go.
Well, I'm just trying to stay above water, you know? Stay busy,
Biggie.
stay working. I've told me, like, the key to this joint, the key to stay on top of things is to treat everything like it's your first project, you know what I'm saying? Like it's your first day, like I wasn't even an intern. Like, that's how you try to treat things, like, just stay hungry.
Y'all wanna know why you don't stop? Y'all wanna know why you don't flop? Let me tell you, people.
Wow.
I came from the bottom of the block. When I was born, it was sworn I was never gonna be shit. Had to prove the opposite. I was bitch. Had to get my pride. I had on eyes on the prize. Sean knew I had to get these chips. Had to make moves like Elijah Wan. Started out selling dimes and nicks. Graduated to a brick. No exaggeration. My infatuation with the strip. Legendary like a schoolboy. Crush on every chick. Every shit. That's how schoolboy got whipped and got left on some chest. Me, myself, and I on some true boy shit. Had the boys to a place of no return. Had to play with fire and get burned. Only way the boy ever gonna learn. Take advantage of the luck you handed, of the talent you've been given. Ain't no half stepping, ain't no slipping. Ain't no different from a block that's hitting. Gotta get it while the getting's good. Gotta strike while the iron's hot. When you stop, then you gotta bid it. Good riddance, goodbye. This is my second major breakup. My first was with a pager, with a hoopty, a cook pot, and a game. This one's with the stew, with
it's
the
weird,
stage,
like
with the
singing
fortune,
that he
maybe
does
not
every
the
now and
fortune,
then.
but certainly my life, my pain and my struggle. The song that I sing to you is my everything. Treat my first like my last, and my last like my first, and my
Treat
first
my
is the
first
same
like my
as
last,
my
and my last like
it's
my
my joy and my tears and my laughter it brings to me. It's my everything.
We'll pause real quick. We got this outro. It looks like he's been doing a lot of talking. I imagine, yeah, this is the end, right? This is the final one. And what a good little sample to use. What a great mindset to bring up of this. Treat it like it's your first one when you know it's your last one. I'm not surprised he came out of retirement at all. At all. I think, well, I wonder if I would have heard this in real time, like if I was all up to speed on Jay-Z and this was releasing and I'm hearing it, I'm going, I wonder if I would have believed it, that he was going to stay in retirement. I don't know if I would have. It's my life, my pain, my struggle, my everything. My everything. And he says it here too. This is my second major breakup. My first was with a pager, with a hoopty and a cook pot in the game. This one's with the stew, with the stage, with the fortune. Well, maybe not the fortune, but certainly the fame. What's the stew? I don't understand the stew. Studio, sure. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised. He couldn't stay retired. All right, let's listen to this outro. We got about 2 minutes or so. I'm curious to see what he says. The final 2 minutes of his career. What do you say? I don't know.
Niggas thought we was crazy, man. Remember, you had that fucked up ass handwriting. You was writing all the numbers that we was spinning now for the videos we was doing ourselves and shit. What up? Original flavor now. Your accountant was crazy wrong and shit, but we still put it together.
Your accountant was crazy.
Biggs, what's up? We went the same time as in the the dog peed on homie leg and shit at his crib. I think that was Rudy. Mom, you made the album. How crazy is that?
You made the album.
Babala, rest in peace. My pops, rest in peace. What's up, AJ? Biggie Smalls, rest in peace. Nigga, I'm about to go golfing, man. Hey, I might even have me a cappuccino. Fuck it. I'm going somewhere nice with no mosquitoes at, nigga.
No mosquitoes.
It's your boy.
I can really appreciate somebody emphasizing going somewhere there was no mosquitoes, because I hate mosquitoes. They eat me alive. The mosquitoes do. They eat me alive. Mom, you made the album. How crazy is that? Fucking think about that. I mean, this is why I enjoy life so much. You never know where it's gonna go. And this is why it bums me out. Kind of like the current state of just American culture, I suppose, where it seems like, I mean, who knows, right? Who fucking knows? But just people doom scrolling, and just staring at their phones and not going out and doing shit. You got to go out and do shit. You got to go out and do shit. Life just goes. It'll time. I've been struggling lately. The resource I'm the most concerned about is time. My dad's getting older. My son's growing up. I'm getting older. I kind of don't really give a fuck about that. It's more everything else. It's just this time. I just feel like I'm bleeding out Time. Everywhere I go, time. I'm just losing time. And I'm trying to not fixate on that. I'm trying not to, because it's just going to happen one way or the other. You can't. It's ironic that if you worry about time all the time, you lose time by worrying about time, you know? But more so, I'm trying to just, how do I, just make good use of it. And sometimes making good use of time is doing fucking nothing. Everyone's got to rest. You got to rest. So it's not like I'm in this panic if I got to go, and I got to do all these things. But life just goes by. And you never know where it's going to go. But I can tell you where it won't go. It won't go anywhere if you don't do anything. You just have to go out there and experience things. And I know that's hard for some people and it's terrifying, or you don't have the resources, or I know, sure, but you got to find a way. You got to find a way to do something. Do something. Because you just never fucking know what could come of it. There is so much potential. And that's just life. That's not even like an America thing or anything. That's just, you just never fucking know what's going to happen. Mom, you made the album. How crazy is that? You made the album. You made it on my retirement album where I'm going out on top. I'm the best rapper ever. How crazy is that? Telling a woman, his mother obviously, but flip it to her perspective of, man, this kid would just beat on the table and rap and rap and rap. So I finally bought him a fucking little beatbox just to try and keep him in the house a little bit. He loved it so much. It would literally help keep him around. He wouldn't get in as much trouble. Yeah, that's great. And, I'm sure as a parent, you just go, I wonder, who knows? My son does something. You're like, I wonder where that will go, if it goes anywhere. And now here's your son at the end of his retirement album. You made the album. How crazy is that? That's fucking crazy. What a fucking banger. Dude. That's how you retire. Right there. That's how you retire. That was a banger of an album. Absolutely a banger of an album. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. 99 Problems. Oh, God. Iconic, legendary, fucking fantastic song. Moment of Clarity, I think, was the one that Eminem produced. Dirt Off Your Shoulder was a good one. Lucifer was good. Kanye production on that one. Yeah. Great album. God, 2 hours, too. Spent 2 hours. I don't know what else to say. I guess I don't really have much else to say. It's about lunchtime. I'm hungry. I think I'll get some eats, take a little break, then I'll sit down and watch the documentary thing or so. Do that. That'll be, again, Patreon only. Yeah. Wow. Fucking banger. Banger. And how funny to go through all this and you can feel the victory, you can feel the triumph, and yet lingering around inside is some hesitance, some just this lingering back sensation, this hint of a flavor of, I don't know, I don't want to leave, I don't want to leave. And that makes me very curious to the decision-making process. What was going on in Jay-Z's life that told him, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I don't want to, but I have to. I need to stop. I don't know. Maybe they'll talk about it in the documentary. We'll find out. If you're on YouTube, this is the end for you. So goodbye. And Patreons, I'm going to get myself a little snack. And then, we'll watch the documentary. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you soon.